Apple Stump Bushcraft. Today we're going to talk a little bit about pine resin. So here on this pine tree, here's some needles that have caught in the resin. And here's a little spot where some of the sap is dripped out and dried. Could be from a borer, could be from that limb being cut off or knocked off at one point. So we're just going to collect just a little bit of this and then show you what we can do with it. So there it is, just a little smidgen. Maybe we'll get a little smidgen more. Let's see. Okay, that'll do. Now we'll see what we can do with it. Okay, here we are back at the stump. Now we're going to show you what you can do with this little bit of dried pine tar, pitch, resin, and a cotton ball. So we're going to confine the fire in this tin today because it's pretty windy and I don't want it getting away from me and embers going places I don't want them to go. We're going to spread the cotton ball out, put a couple of these little pieces of pitch inside, roll it back up, put it in the pan, and let's see, I need a few little twigs to get things going. A couple little twigs. They don't like the balance on stuff like that, I guess. Make a few more. Now remember, we're just using the pan today because it's windy, and out in the forest in a survival situation, you just might want to find some way to confine your fire if there's combustible forest materials around that you don't want the embers getting into. But that's a subject for another show. We're just kind of making the old teepee style arrangement of twigs there. It's pretty doggone windy. Let's put this over here so it doesn't get in the way. Good thing about these fire steels is they don't really care much about whether there's wind or not. They work all the time. Trouble with, there we go, it's on fire now. Now the cotton ball itself has already started some of the twigs on fire, but we'll see what happens to the normal 20 or 30 second burn time of the cotton ball when we mix it up with a little bit of that pine resin. It smells kind of piney, that smoke coming out of there. It'll turn black, which it's doing right now, and that means that the resin is starting to become involved in the flame. What it's going to do for you is sustain the fire that you need to start your kindling and give you a few extra minutes over what the plain old cotton ball would offer if that were all that you had to try to get things going. Actually, it's pretty chilly out here, and I'm kind of enjoying the radiant heat that's coming off of that little tuna can with a miniature inferno going in it. So there you have just a couple of little lumps of pine sap, kind of dried pitch, and a cotton ball, and that's enough to start your kindling on fire and get you going. Even in a draft limited container like this tuna can. I always put a few little more crumbly pieces down in there. And what they'll do is melt and add to the flammability of the wood. You may not be able to see what's going on in there right now from that angle, but I can, and they just melted and caught fire. So some of the wood that they dripped on there is now starting to become a participant in that little fire. And I think that's just pretty cool. Another way, there's lots of ways of doing it, that's just one more. Thanks for watching.